Hello all, my name is Krish Nayak and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, now I hope many of you are working or preparing to go into the field of generative AI. I hope you have seen a lot of different kind of LLM models like OpenAI, Chatgpt 4 Turbo. Then you have LLM models from Google like Google Gemini Pro. Then you have also open source models like Llama 2. You have Mistral, you have Cloudy 3 from Anthropic, right? So many different models are there, both paid and open source, right? And all these companies will be in a fierce rat race competition who will probably try to create the best model, and they will keep on publishing their news. Hey, we have built this. This is the performance metrics. We are able to achieve this specific accuracy. And one day AGI will definitely be coming up, right? And that is already in the process. But I really want to ask you one question, that which company is going to win? Whether OpenAI is going to win or Google is going to win, or Meta is going to win, or Anthropic is going to win, right? Everybody's in a fierce competition, okay? Like tomorrow, if OpenAI comes up with something, someone will come up with some more thing, right? So this competition is going to go ahead, right? But if I really want to talk about like which company is going to win, right? The company which develops the most efficient inferencing engine will be the winner. Why? Because understand, right now, there are so many different kind of paid and open source LLM models which can solve almost 80 to 90% of the tasks that are available in this specific world related to LLMs, like with respect to text data, like creation of chatbots and all, right? Even code assistant, everything, this kind of use cases can be solved, right? But still, what I feel the main challenging is with respect to the inferencing. Right now, if you also try to go ahead and use some open source model, try to run it in your local or try to run it in any cloud, you definitely wait for the response for some number of seconds, right? And this is the major challenge. And right now there are many companies who are also coming up with this amazing inferencing engine to make it more efficient and you get the response very much quickly. And today in this particular video, I'm going to talk about an amazing inferencing engine, which is called as Groq. And it's not Twitter Groq, so that is Grok, but this Groq is something called as Groq. A very important video, guys, for you all. I've already explored this. I've also created a project. The project will probably come in the next video, but I will run one of the project over here and show you that how efficient it is and how it is able to probably provide you the response itself. Now, what is this Groq? First of all, we'll understand why Groq. Groq is on a mission to set the standard for GenAI inferencing speed, helping real-time AI application come to life today. Now, what does this basically mean? Let me go ahead and I have opened ChatGPT over here, okay? And I've asked a question, provide me a 1,000-word essay on what exactly is generative AI, okay? So this is one of the requests that I'm making. The same request, I'm making it over here. And understand, Groq is basically using all the open source models like Gamma 7b, Llama 2, Mistral 8 into 7b and all, right? So first of all, I will go ahead and hit for this ChatGPT 4. And you'll be able to see that we will be getting the response. The response is very slow if I probably consider ChatGPT 4, okay? Now the same response, if I go ahead and hit it over here, you will be able to see how quickly, just imagine, 857 tokens per second, right? And just in a time span of 2.71 seconds, you are able to find out or you are able to get the entire response. Whereas in ChatGPT 4, you'll be able to see that it is a little bit slow, right? Okay, let's consider I'll go ahead and use GPT 3.5, okay? And I will go ahead and use this same thing, okay? And let's see what kind of response I will quickly able to get or not. And GPT 3.5 is a little bit fast. So over here, definitely we can see that Groq is able to give me a quick response, right? If I go ahead and modify and try to say, oh, I want it for a professional reason, right? So here also you can see the token per second. It's 857.36. I definitely don't think so. Your ChatGPT 3.5 is giving in that specific way. And this is what is basically called as inferencing. How quickly you are able to get the response. Just imagine end-to-end, 1,000 words, 1.59 seconds, right? If I go ahead and write some other thing, right? Let's say, provide me some Python code to swap two numbers. Now just see this. Whether we'll be able to get it quickly or not. See, so fast, right? So fast with respect to all the tokens, and the tokens per second is 849.78. So definitely it is beating. Now, how this is possible? And that is where you really need to know about Groq. What exactly is Groq? This is not Groq. Groq is something different. This is Twitter Groq, right? Twitter has recently open source and now it is available for the premium user where you can create an API and do it, right? But let's talk about this Groq. Groq is on a mission to set the standards for GenAI inference speed, helping real-time AI application come to life today. How it is able to do it? It is because of this LPU Inferencing Engine, right? With LPU standing for large language processing unit, is a new type of end-to-end processing unit system that provides faster inferences for computationally intensive application with SQL component to them, such as AI large language applications. Now, this is very, very much important, guys. Tomorrow, if you're using it, and if you're directly using this specific API, right, trust me, most of the use cases will be solved and the response time will be very, very less, right? And in the future, it is said that it is going to replace GPU. GPU can be specifically used for training, right? But now LPU is able to do it much more better, right? So LPU designed to overcome two LLM bottleneck networks, compute density and memory bandwidth. The LPU has a greater compute capacity than a GPU and a CPU in regards to LLM, right? This reduces the amount of time per word calculated, allowing sequences of text to be generated much faster. So definitely you can see that it is much more faster than the GPU itself. If you probably go ahead and see, there are a lot of articles like how inferencing is basically done. If I go ahead and click one of the article over here, right? Groq-LPU Inferencing Engine leads in first independent LLM benchmark. And now if I talk about token generation throughput, see this is with respect to all the models that we have like Perplexity, Amazon Bedrock, Fireworks, Microsoft Azure. With respect to number of latency with throughput tokens, like number of tokens per second. And here you can see Groq is able to go ahead till 240 tokens per second. Here, max to max 100 tokens were there, right? And this is what is the major difference, right? Groq can run several internal benchmarks, reaching 300 tokens per second consistently, right? And this is all because of the technology that is called as LPU reference. Now, if you really want to know about what is LPU reference and how does it work, you can probably read this particular article. And I was also searching for a algorithm or research paper. So this one research paper, I specifically found it down. Algorithm and hardware for efficient processing of logic-based neural network, right? And here you could get an understanding like how amazing Groq is, right? Now, why Groq? Over here you have understood because of the LPU part that we specifically have, and I think it is going to replace the GPUs. Now, as a person who is learning generative AI, you just should not learn about LLM models or how to create an application. The main thing that you should really learn also is about how quickly you are able to inferencing this, right? So if I talk about more things over here, so here you'll be able to see that I will also be able to see the price. So here you can also get the API from it. I will show you one application which I have already run it, and you'll be able to see it. The price you can see over here, 300 tokens per second, only $0.70, right? Price per 1 million token, 750 token, 0.10, 480 token per second, 0.27. With the help of Mistral, different models are specifically there over here, right? So Groq has demonstrated 15 times faster LLM inference performance and artificial intelligence compared to this, okay? So this definitely shows that there is a huge scope over here with respect to this inferencing engine. And I think it can really become a fierce competitor for OpenAI. And obviously, I don't know like whether it may harm Nvidia also with respect to this. Because if they are able to create this inferencing engine, trust me, with this inferencing engine, they'll also see that how they can train the models, how they can train the LLM models also. Now, just to give you an idea, I had also developed an application over here. Let's run this. Okay, so this is the entire code that I have written. You definitely require an API key. If you reach, let's say that I'll keep a target for this particular video till tomorrow. If you reach 1,000 likes, I will try to upload this project, end-to-end project completely. And you can also see out this project. I will explain you everything. And this is completely with the help of open source model. Now, if I'm running this, let me just go ahead and write Streamlit run app.py. Now here you'll be able to see how quick it is, you know. So here let's run this application, okay, and it'll take some amount of time since I'm actually creating some vector embeddings from a website. Like attention is all you need, right? And this, I've just taken the entire web page and I've probably done the indexing over here. Okay. So for some amount of time it will take, and once the indexing is done, my website will be ready, and then I can probably ask any kind of questions over here. Okay. One more very important thing is that you really need to see all these articles and how things are basically getting developed. And this is important for any person who is specifically working in the field of generative AI, because inferencing is the most important thing. Now, your work is done. So let's go ahead and I'll ask a question. Can you summarize about, so this is a Q&A, chat Q&A, right? I've probably taken a website, and from that website, all the content has been indexed. Now I'm just going to ask a question with the help of Groq, right? Can you summarize about attention? Attention is all you need. Let's press enter. I'll also show you how much time it is probably taking up. Okay. See how fast it is. And it is also giving you the result with respect to document similarity search. Now, if I go to my page back again, 0.10 seconds. Oh my God, this is amazing. Okay. Just amazing. And just imagine, I've developed this entire application. I'm also doing it with vector databases and multiple things over here. And the result is fabulous. Okay. Amazingly fabulous. So I hope you like this particular video. If you want this complete end-to-end project, again, I've planned this project, don't worry, even though you don't make it 1,000 likes, but it is just to give me that thrust so that I quickly upload this kind of videos for you all. So I hope you like this particular video. This was it from my side. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day ahead. Thank you and all. Take care. Bye-bye.